Welcome to TekTopia Epic Battle Simulator Edition. I want to see how many necromancers the guards can take in TekTopia, and this is my way to find out. Now, if you haven't heard about TekTopia, it's Tangotek's villager mod which improves villagers. More info on that is in the description if you don't know about that. The big boss in this mod is the necromancer, and keeping your village safe from them can be a challenge. Luckily there are guards you can get to protect your village. All these necromancers are the maximum level 5, and we're gonna have a few fights with an increasing amount of necromancers in each fight, and this is the first one. With just 5 necromancers, this is a doable task for the guards, as you can see. So the next battle we see here, I more than doubled the amount of necromancers. Now even when doubling the necromancers, you still get the same amount of husks. They actually do spawn in more husks, but only when they do it at the same time. So during the fight they do spawn more husks, but not now. In this you can see the guards all diamond armor. They're actually the villager item armor. There's a command to spawn those in. And they're all ready to the fight, except one who isn't wearing armor. So I hope that one doesn't die. The first zombies in Husk were pretty smooth. And you immediately see the necromancers indeed spawning more in, and immediately the amount of Husk goes above 5. So they're not sharing it anymore then. Now this fight does seem a little bit harder for them, but it does look like they're winning pretty easily without any deaths. Of course we don't know what their current health is, they could be almost dead already. And that was it actually already. Now I'm quickly hopping in here, you see me going to check the levels and the health, and they're still doing pretty good. So of course I again doubled the amount of necromancers. With this amount of necromancers, slowly you see some bugs creeping in. It seems that the replay mod is playing some animations a little bit too fast, but it doesn't make the battle less epic. The sounds are also a little bit off, and some of the sounds seem to be missing altogether. Again, the opening of the gate lets a few husks storm towards the guard, and they deal with that pretty smoothly. But what happens then is a huge horde of husks spawning in and attacking the guards from behind. This spawning mechanic is working great for a fight like this, and this is actually giving the guards a challenge this time. They now have to deal with waves of husks and having to kill the necromancers to prevent more from spawning. Now the Thor-like hammer jump, which is also called Thor jump in TekTopia's animation source code, is something that is absolutely amazing. In this fight one guard can do damage to tens of creatures at once, and this makes the guard incredibly powerful. We see that most of the necromancers have been dealt with, and no guards are becoming trapped in the middle anymore by hordes of husks. It's looking like they're actually also going to win this one, but again we have no idea what their health is. They can all die within the next 10 seconds and we would just be pretty surprised. However, it's looking like there will be no surprises in this fight, as they're dealing with the necromancer and husk pretty smoothly. Again, after this fight I'm gonna hop in real quick to see how they were doing, and this time they actually got pretty close to dying. So there's only one thing we have to do now, and that is of course spawn in even more. Now this is an amount of necromancers which should totally wreck the guards. There are still 5 husks, but I guess the first wave of husks will be huge. If this amount of necromancers would spawn in my village, I would expect them to completely wreck everything. Even the buildings, although they're not able to do that. I would just expect to be a wasteland to be there afterwards. Now with the gates coming down, one guard is still running towards this gigantic amount of necromancers without diamond armor. The future doesn't look very good for that one. Now the guards are getting closer to the moment to spawn their first wave of husks, and I'm curious how effective this one will be. Based on what we saw before, this one should really take the guards by surprise and actually do some damage. Now there we go, we got what was promised. An absolute crazy amount of husks attacking the guards from behind, trapping them in the middle. The only thing they can do is their Thor jump right now and hope for the best. Meanwhile, it looks like our guard without armor went missing, so that will be the first kill the necromancers have done in all these fights. Which is pretty good news for protecting your village, but bad news for the survival rate of necromancers. The waves still look incredible, although you do notice the slight animation bugs with the guards playing their animation a little bit too fast. No idea if that's related to the replay mod or TekTopia. Now it does look like the guards are actually winning this one with just one death on their side, but let's be honest, without armor, the guard did that to themselves. Before the fight there was tons of armor in the chests, and there still is, they just refused to get it, so I had to start a fight without them putting their armor on. Now they're dealing with the last necromancers with ease, although again, no idea how their health is. After the fight I go and inject their health, and this one was really close for the guards. It looks like they shared the damage they got nicely. This was a bit of an experiment, and if you liked it, please let me know by liking this video and leaving a comment. I'm also doing a Let's Play series in TekTopia, and the playlist with all my TekTopia videos is visible on screen right now. And of course, please subscribe. Seeing the number go up in the last few weeks has been incredibly amazing, and I hope I can keep up the pace and keep making videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.